My mother's lesbian Jewish weekend wedding was nice.
It started with a song that I wrote, just a short, silly song about how my mother's lesbian Jewish Wiccan wedding was really just a normal wedding at the end of the day.
There will never ever be the same kind of wedding than my mother's lesbian Jewish weekend wedding.
There was a summer when I had been touring a lot and Irene had been working a lot, and we hadn't seen each other at all.
We wanted to spend time together.
We decided to write a musical, and people liked the song, so we thought we'd tell some stories about our family and about us.
We wrote it together, and it's basically just a love story. We were all on the same page, I think, at the very beginning with what the show meant and what the message we wanted the show to have.
We had our friends and family in the audience for a preview, and then afterwards we thought, okay, well, they liked it, but they're our friends and their family. My moms were in the audience, so it was like,
So it
it's
was
my
ridiculous.
mom's.
Yeah.
But then the next night, all the volunteers at the Fringe liked it, and then word started to get around and the lineup started to build outside, and then we heard the Mervishes were coming.
I remember just before opening night, our lead was going on stage, and she turned to me and she said, "Remember this moment, this is as good as it gets." And she turned and she entered, and she was so right. She was so absolutely right.
Writers Irene Sankoff and David Hein are on a roll. Their first musical, My Mother's Lesbian Jewish Wiccan Wedding, has played to sold-out audiences in Toronto and New York and is currently being licensed across North America. And this is only the beginning. Recipients of highly coveted Canada Council for the Arts and Toronto Arts Council grants, David and Irene are passionately pursuing what they call the untold story that breaks down barriers and inspires audiences everywhere.
It was a surprise for us, the reaction that we got, and just how inspiring it was to have people hear a positive coming out story.
It's incredible because this little show that we wrote is changing people's lives and changing people's views. One of the things that York gave me, and we both did theater in first year, is you try out a little bit of everything. What it does is it gives you this broad base of knowledge that you can draw from. As playwrights, it means a lot that we can think about what the set might be, what the lighting might be. But also it makes you respectful, it makes you hopefully a nice person to work with, because you know that when you arrive at the theater, that there's been about 18 people working overnight to get everything perfect so that when you get on stage it's right. So it makes for a better community environment. It's a huge honor. It's really wonderful. It's nice to return to York, to be able to celebrate what York meant to us.
To come back and be recognized for, okay, this is actually going somewhere. My career is actually going somewhere. It really feels great.